Hey, I'm Steve Morris with Wagon Wheel Title. I'm here with Maggie Odell of Remax Homes and Estates, the Lippman Group, which is in Green Hills here in Nashville. And we're just going to chat about her career, how she got into real estate, and what makes her a top agent. So tell us briefly, first, how did we meet? Like, how do we know each other?
We know each other through your business, through Wagon Wheel Title.
Right.
And you've worked some with our in partnership with Remax Homes and Estates. You guys have offered some classes and just really great experiences and shared your gifts and talents with us. And I became interested in learning more about your company.
Okay, that was an amazing answer. I was not fishing for all those compliments. What I was going to go with, and I think we just need to get this on camera now so that we can know in a couple of months if it has happened. Okay, so I was talking about my daughter's gymnastics class and how I thought it would be amazing if I could learn how to do a cartwheel. She immediately said,
I want to do the same thing. Like, I'm on board with it. We need to make this happen.
yes. And so that's the most interesting thing about Maggie I know so far.
It's an adult cartwheel class.
We're going to give this a try. So we're just going to cut this from the video if it doesn't work out. But so tell us, where are you from? How'd you get into real estate? What do you like about it?
I'm a Nashville native.
Okay.
I grew up in the area. Was fortunate enough to go to Hume-Falk High School.
Okay.
And I used to watch the Ralph Emery show, and I would see all these realtors on there, and thought that was fun. And I wanted to learn about real estate. I wanted to go slightly because I was nosy. Wanted to see other people's homes.
It's fun
and
to look around. It's
be an entrepreneur, be my own business owner.
Right.
That was important. And I also wanted to serve families. So for me, being in real estate is a little bit like missionary work in that it's a way I can serve and help create a family, help them create a space where they can set down roots and actually learn and become part of a neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
When I was growing up, I really thought it unfortunate when people didn't know their neighbors.
Right.
And they weren't connected. And I feel like these days, when there's so much disconnection in our day-to-day life, everything's digital and this and that personal connection is more important than ever. And so I want to help individuals or families become parts of communities.
So would you say that that's the main way that you get business is referrals from people that you've helped in the past who want to help other people experience that? Is that your kind of strategy, or what? Tell me your strategy.
I think that that's certainly one part of my business, and it's certainly the most heartwarming part when a past client actually trusts me enough and feels that I serve their family well, that they want to refer me to another client.
Right.
Or these days, because I've been in the business now 22 years, I have the opportunity to now serve their children.
Right.
And so that to me is just a special gift and a special honor to be able to serve in that way.
Right. Can you remember the first time that a kid came to buy a house and you're like, oh my God, Bob and Susie's kid is my client now. Like, what's happening here?
Absolutely. There was a young man who reached out to me a few years ago, and he was about 8 years old at the time of the transaction, and the family actually were immigrants, and he was my little interpreter at the time. So he was actively engaged in working with me and in the transaction to help his family. And so now I've had the honor and privilege to help him and his own children to have property.
Oh, that is great. Well, tell me about, when you wake up in the morning and you're excited to go do real estate, like, what is that thing that you're like, I hope this happens today?
It's not always about the closing or about just finish. It's really, to me, about making that connection, an opportunity to serve. I really just want to have a positive impact on those around me.
So give a tip to other realtors out there who maybe want to connect with their past clients and form those relationships, but they just kind of don't know where to start or just not super good at that. Like, how do you do that?
I think for myself, I try to call people on birthdays, connect with them when they've got significant events.
Right.
For me personally, I try to stay engaged with people on a personal level, and so I will know a lot of times about their pets. That's an important family member. And I used to work at Nashville Humane Association. I've got a long history in working with nonprofits in the area. And so for me, I a lot of times form a relationship with the pet, or at least learn their names. And so
it's often easier to learn the pet's name first. I don't know why that is.
So yeah, I think just engaging on whatever level that serves your interest. It has to be genuine. I think that's the bottom thing. Don't do something because someone suggested or you're ticking a box. It has to be something you genuinely are interested in, because when you have a passion for it, you're going to find that it's going to naturally flow from you better, I think, and you'll make a more genuine connection.
So what's the most interesting thing you've ever seen when you were showing a house? You're like, I can't believe they let somebody in here with that.
Okay, so I had a house one time, and I was showing it with some seasoned clients. We had looked at many homes together, and they'd already purchased a home, so they were looking maybe at a move-up situation, but something that this was not going to be turnkey. It needed some work, and it had most of the former owner's possessions in the home, but the person had passed on, so it was more of an estate sale. And we walked into this one room, and we saw a closet full of wigs. And they were like gray wigs and styled wigs, but they were all on these purple and green heads. And they were so funny to us and so like caught us off guard. We were like, it's the wig room. That we took pictures and I posted it on Instagram, and it was a really fun adventures in real estate. But I've also seen the wacky wallpaper and, carpeted bathrooms and, kind of some really things that
does not sound good.
some things that we might not, think were great.
Everyone likes different things. So, well, if someone wanted to get in touch with you, to work with you, how should they get in touch with you?
My cell phone is great, 615-491-4321. I try to make real estate easy as 4321. And
that was good. I like that.
And also, MaggieSalesNashville.com is a great website to reach me as well.
I love it. Well, thank you so much for taking time.
Thank you very much for the opportunity.